and welcome to another beautiful edition of 15 Minutes. This is Coin News Extra, and I am your host, Queen Sisan. I have here with me a very amazing guest, a guest in person of Mr. Nnamdi Uba, who is the CEO of House Africa. We're going to be, drilling his mind a bit. He's going to be telling us about House Africa. He's going to be telling us about blockchain, his own perspective of blockchain. And you know how we get to do it on this particular segment. It's always 15 minutes that leaves you enlightened, that leaves you transformed, and that leaves you a lot better. I like how we educate. It's just really fun. But we're going to be going on a quick break right now. Afterwards, we'll be right back. And I would allow Mr. Nnamdi to do the honors of introducing himself afresh. I'll be right back. All right, thank you very much for staying with us. This is still Call News Extra, consistent here, and I have sitting beside me Mr. Nnamdi Uba. Good day, sir. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Good day.
All right. So, checking your profile, Mr. Nnamdi, blockchain enthusiast. The angle you're even using blockchain from is entering into real estate. So we're like, there has to be something you know that we don't know. So please tell us a bit about you. Tell us also about the company you founded, House Africa, and just give us a short summary of all that you do.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Uba Nnamdi Chukwuebuka. I'm the co-founder and CEO of House Africa.
Okay.
So before House Africa, I've been into technology for quite a long time. For direct information technology, Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Since then, I have actually been in the technology space, starting from web design to networking, and then cyber administration. So right then, working with MTN and MTN trade partners. Then I entered into cryptocurrency in 2016. Yeah, so it's been a very long journey. 2017, I and my present co-founder now, we founded BigPay, a cryptocurrency remittance platform, more like an exchange, where people can convert cryptocurrency. So I think we were the first then. Then Luno was even answering a test. So we are actually the first in Nigeria then. And we left it because we found some pressing needs, particularly about ourselves. You understand? Because then we acquired property, landing properties, and even after getting verification from the registries and the government, we were still scammed. And that was why we were like, okay, there's some other things there's a way we can use blockchain technology to solve
this challenge.
Yes, these land titling verification issues. And that was how we come about House Africa.
Wow. So there is actually a way you can use blockchain to solve issues regarding. I'm like, what can we not do with blockchain? All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Nnamdi. Amazing profile there. I like that you even studied, IT already in school, and I know people who are from photo or who know photo are already like, yes, you're represented very well. So you spoke about, you said big payer. So before we go into talking more on House Africa, what's up with Big Payer right now? Because that's such an amazing platform, cryptocurrency into Naira and all of that. So is that a project that you've kept, is it still running?
Yeah, it's let's say it's in the fridge. So we found this as a pressing.
More pressing. So you said, okay, let's give this attention for now. Okay, because I am hoping that, if you mentioned Luna, and it looks like maybe the other persons who might want to carry out, because problems are everywhere. The land issue might be more pressing for you. Cryptocurrency to Naira is more pressing for another person. So it might just be something that you get to look at again. All right, so looking at blockchain technology, down to the fact that blockchain technology can actually assist in solving challenges regarding land. How did you see that? How can this thing be?
Okay, let me take you down to the time of our forefathers.
Okay.
We have to understand exactly how blockchain has been like a tool that can actually solve these land titling verification issues in the real estate sector. Yeah, in the olden days, we look at our forefathers, there was no record somewhere. It's all the elders, you understand, that take the records of who owns what on the lands.
Very true.
Yeah, of course. So, and these elders are different, which is more like the modern day different computers around the whole world. Which means it's not always easy then to take someone's land by force because you can't convince all the elders. So, which is more like the blockchain technology. And that is
corruption wasn't that widely spread.
Exactly, because some people will agree, some people will not agree, and that is what comes in the blockchain technology, where before you can edit everything, you need to edit them in all the blocks. So imagine if there is a 1 million blocks, you can't scan that system. Okay. So that is the concept of blockchain technology in the land titling system. So with that, when the colonialism happened, when the colonial
masters came in,
they brought in a centralized system.
Yes.
You understand, where everybody can now put all those things, and that is where corruptions and frauds start happening.
So now we're looking at the decentralized.
Yes. So the good thing is to go back to the decentralized way of doing it before, and people will start trusting transactions in the real estate.
Amazing. I think that's an amazing idea. That's a beautiful idea. I think that's the future.
Yeah.
That's like projected into the future, and I believe that people will get to come into this reality pretty soon.
Yes,
so
of course.
That's really something great that you have there. So this is what House Africa does.
Yes.
How does House Africa do this? Is it that I get to register the platform, I put in my documents, or how does this work?
Okay, so currently what we do is we are building this land registry system at the private land registry, which is the estate developers and other people that owns the estate. The goal is to help them to be able to reduce fraud in their system. The fraud now can happen in so many types. For example, someone can actually take people to your lands or properties, you understand, and sell to them without even you as an estate developer to know. And those people are scammed.
Yeah.
You understand? And again, if they are scammed, they might take it up that is you that actually scammed them. Exactly. So, but if they have a blockchain-based record system that is at the map, like we put it on a virtual format where people can assess your properties and know the property status.
Okay, is it available? Is it sold?
Exactly. Is it available? Is it sold? Is it on mortgage? You understand? Yeah. Does it have any case? So it helps people to make decisions faster and bring that trust. So we focus more on the private sector, not really working with the government. But yeah, of course, in the long run, in the future, it can work. Yeah. But the goal is to help them to solve this fraud and duplicate sales. So when you can see the status of the property sold, available, you understand, and all that status about those properties, and then the transaction history, you minted the first property, it has been transferred to a particular person. It can also, you can see also those details.
That's a very beautiful one. So for a platform like this already existing, what do you think would be a challenge as to why real estate owners or people who are into real estate, people who have landed properties, are not making use of this kind of system?
Yeah, a lot are making use of it currently because right now we have actually recorded about 70,000 plus properties.
Amazing.
Have about 100 plus estates
Really?
recorded on the platform.
So all you have to do now, somebody who's listening and probably wants to get a land or get a house and wants to be certain that what I'm buying is something that is legit. All you have to do is download an app or go to a website.
Okay, currently we are still leaving it at the real estate developers angle, where only them can share and they can put it on their website. But we are putting up a platform that can enable everybody to access the 70,000 properties.
Okay,
So hopefully,
that's
hopefully we should be launching that.
Okay, we look forward.
So there you can be able to, maybe you are looking for a property to buy, you can just use the platform to verify the true ownership of those properties. But you start from first knowing the estates, then getting the units of those estates.
Okay. All right. So I think this will be my second to last question as we're beginning to wrap up. You've spoken a great deal about how blockchain technology through its decentralized system can also help landowners and everything to not get scammed. So this would also mean that when these properties are registered, they're not just physical assets. You can also get to hold them almost like you get to have digital assets. So it's like this is So what do you have to say about digital assets? For example, what do you have to say about NFTs? What do you have to say about these digital assets? Do you think they should be welcomed with open arms? Do you think they are needed? Do you think they are looking at the boundary to this stuff? What's your thought exactly?
Fungible token. So which means that this token doesn't have two representatives, it's just one. So you represent one asset. So it's going to be the future. Okay, so like for example, let me give you an instance. I've forgotten the guy name. It was interviewed by Nas Daily. So he was showing, I think the guy that bought the $70 million NFT, the highest purchase. So there's a jacket he was wearing, you understand, and that jacket is NFT. And there are only 12 people that owns those jacket in the whole world. And the jacket has a scan code where you can just verify the truth of that jacket.
Oh, wow.
And with the address of that NFT written on the jacket this way. So you see that it has actually made that person to know that with this jacket alone, only him owns it, you understand? Him and the 15 others. So that is what NFT is bringing. It's going to help in removing fraud in any business, whether the originality of the stuff and verifiable of that stuff too. So not just in the real estate angle now, even in schools and certificates and all that. So NFT is going to be the game changer. You understand? It's going to remove piracy and the rest. So there will be no duplicates of anything. So, and that is why we are putting these properties as NFT. So when it's been allocated to you, and if NFT and digital titles are issued to buyers of those properties, it becomes easier. It becomes easier for you to verify those properties. You understand? And even though with our data, even though with how our land use act is, but at least it helps to fasten up transactions.
Okay. This is going to be my last question, but I think I would want us to talk about it after the concluding break, because of course, right after the break we'll be concluding, but this is going to be my last question. So if you've been with us up until now, this is Coin News Extra. Coincidence is my name. I have Mr. Uba Namdi, the CEO of House Africa, here in the studio with us. If you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button. We'll be right back.
People should start doing their own research, you understand, because blockchain is a new technology that is taking up the same way internet came, the same way email came, you understand. So it's something that is not going away anytime soon. And people should start taking it serious. Gold came and everybody started investing in gold, and up to today there is still gold. Yeah, so everything is going digital. blockchain is more like what has been happening in the olden days, but in a digital way. So it's more like coming back again to us,
advanced level.
As an advanced level. So we should embrace it with all our heart, in fact, with all our chest.
With our whole body.
Exactly.
Okay. So, well, I did say he should not be biased anyway. So he has said what he thinks. He thinks you should be invested. You should get to know more about the blockchain technology. And you know, if you've been following our previous interviews, if you haven't, you should probably check it out. You get to know that blockchain is not just crypto, because sometimes when people hear blockchain, the first thing they think about is crypto. But blockchain is not just crypto. You can see all the amazing solutions that the blockchain technology is preferring. It's been so great, really amazing to have you, Mr. Nandi. This is where we get to say our goodbyes till we meet again. Bye for now.